You need to watch this if you struggle with finding lifelong friends. All right, folks, gather round because it's time to celebrate a man, a myth, a legend. Our dear Steve is turning 48 today. Yep, you heard that right, 48 years young. He's like a fine craft beer, aged to perfection, a little hoppy, and always up for a good time. Now, some might say 48 is over the hill, but not Steve. He's more like scaling a mountain on his fancy bicycle, fueled by green smoothies and sheer willpower. He's living proof that you can be a responsible adult without losing your inner child. Trust me, the man's got more energy than a pack of puppies at a tennis ball factory. Speaking of puppies, did I mention Steve loves dogs? He's got a soft spot for those furry little rascals. Probably why he's such a hit with the ladies, eh, Steve? Just kidding. Or am I? Anyway, back to our main man. Steve's got a heart of gold, a head full of dreams, and a garage full of power tools. And let's not forget his important role in the Ithaca Gentlemen's Club, a group of friends who met at Cornell and whose friendships are as everlasting as the love of Jesus Christ, Son of God. What more could you ask for? Now, Steve's got this thing about freedom, not just the I'm going to eat ice cream for breakfast kind of freedom, although he does enjoy a good pint of Ben & Jerry's now and then, don't tell his trainer. No, Steve's talking about the open road, the wind in his hair, what's left of it anyway. The call of the wild kind of freedom. He's been bitten by the travel bug, and not just any bug, a big shiny metallic bug shaped like a camper van. He's got plans, you see, big plans. He wants to build a tiny house, but not just any tiny house, a shipping container home. He says it's all about sustainability and minimizing his carbon footprint. I think he just likes the idea of living in a giant Lego set. But hey, who am I to judge? The man's got vision, and he sees potential where others see a rusty old boxcar. He's a dreamer, a doer, a guy who's not afraid to get his hands dirty, especially if it involves building something awesome. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he pulls it off. He's got that twinkle in his eye, the one that says, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it my way. So, where does a man with a thirst for adventure and a penchant for craft beer go to celebrate his birthday? Bend, Oregon, of course. Land of mountains, microbreweries, and more flannel shirts than you can shake a stick at. It's the perfect place for Steve to indulge his passions, hiking, biking, and well, let's just say sampling the local brews. I can just picture him now, strolling through downtown Bend, beard trimmed to perfection, sporting his favorite IPA-stained t-shirt, stopping to chat with the locals and compare notes on the latest craft creations. He's probably already best friends with the brewmaster at Deschutes Brewery, debating the merits of dry hopping versus wet hopping. And then there's Mount Hood, looming large in the distance, calling to Steve's inner daredevil. He's not one to back down from a challenge, especially if it involves strapping on some skis and hurtling down a mountain at breakneck speed. Now, I know what you're thinking. James, you're exaggerating. Steve's a great guy, but he's not Superman. And you're right, he's not Superman. He's better. Because while Superman can fly, Steve can rock a pair of skinny jeans and still pull off a mean air guitar solo. That's talent, my friends. Speaking of talent, did I mention Steve's a huge fan of NPR's Tiny Desk concerts? He's always dreamed of playing his ukulele alongside his musical heroes, belting out tunes like a modern-day Bob Dylan. And you know what? I wouldn't put it past him to make it happen. He's got that go-for-it attitude that's both inspiring and slightly terrifying. But let's get back to the flying thing, because you see, Steve doesn't let something as trivial as gravity hold him back. He's got this unshakable belief that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. So one day he decided to take matters into his own hands. He built a giant pair of wings out of recycled materials because, you know, saving the planet is important. Did they work? Let's just say he made it a good 10 feet off the ground before physics intervened. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right?